Uganda, for her natural and wildlife resources, is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Budongo and Bugoma Central Forest Reserves is one of the largest forest reserves in Uganda, covering 120,000 hectares. This forest cover is home to a number of flora and fauna. Chimpanzees are one of the inhabitants of this forest. The communities here largely depend on this forest for their daily supply of wood fuel to use for cooking their meals at home. Competition for the dwindling resources has aggravated the human-wildlife conflict with incidences of crop destruction, sometimes fatal chimpanzee attacks on humans, and retaliatory attacks on the chimpanzees by humans.
Sometime around 2005, we realized that if we continued just working at protecting and securing the protected areas, we would not succeed. And that is when we came up with a suite of different problems. Because now we're dealing directly with the balance between socioeconomic needs and conservation needs. The Jane Goodall Institute, together and in partnership with the Environmental Conservation Trust of Uganda, EcoTrust, and the Chimpanzee Trust, established a Human-Wildlife Conflict Resilience Fund, first piloting it in Kasongo Parish in Masindi District.
Our intervention did not exclusively to reduce the conflict. The point was coexistence. So to coexist, instances of crop raid must exist. Of course, the issue of injuries totally went down because people learned how to live with the chimpanzees.
With funds from Uganda Biodiversity Fund, Jane Goodall Institute implemented a community-owned quasi-insurance fund stemming from a community-based savings and credit scheme.
So far we have supported 19 families and we have used several enterprises. At least we have used 8 boer goats, 5 pigs, 1,000 banana thakas. Then we have also used the chili seeds and the sunflower seeds we got to support the people at the edge of the forest.
Okuruga obunyahindukire okubyara bikyoli nyagaruka kubyara sunflower na soya bean ebitakutalirwanizibwa enkobe hati nkuhura nsemereirwe muno nyino obusinge bwingi ebisoro ebi bino bugabe tibine kibikujja kuseerayo muno aherukuru
bakampereza embuzi eri nto muno saha zino embuzi yango yatwaire endayo kubanza ekazara mbuzi 2 mu kono gumu nkagaba enkazi nyasigaze empaya nenyina wayo tokuba tugaba enkazi nosigaze empaya.
We have had 2 cases whereby chimpanzees fail in man traps, but the community members alerted us, something which was not there at first.
Corridor forest really must be protected and must be conserved to realize migratory routes for these animals so that the pressure is kind of shifted. People should not remain with the same pressure of the primates and other animals in the same place year in, year out.
And we're glad to note that the Uganda Wildlife Authority is borrowing a leaf from this, and this has probably influenced the recently released policy, where such a model is also going to be scaled out at national level.
We will learn from the lessons from this human-wildlife conflict and then be able to introduce different modified versions to the different areas, depending on what kind of biodiversity needs to be introduced. But we also have to know that the communities also are looking for livelihood. So making sure that they learn how to derive their livelihood without destroying the environment around them is one of the key things that we must work on if we have to protect biodiversity going forward.
We hope that one day humans and wildlife will coexist together in harmony.